Just gonna post a link too.
No.
There we go. And we are live. Good evening, everybody. It's good to have you here. We've got a special event for you tonight, because what we've got tonight is an actual pitting of demons and monsters against each other. So we've got the Hydra 7.1 versus the Cerberus 6.
Sorry, that was me.
That's all right. It's always got to be somebody. So yeah, welcome everybody. Good night. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Well,
Good night.
Well,
you just got
good night,
well.
everybody.
It was a good set, Mikey. Aaron, we'll see you later.
Yeah, check you out later. So yeah, let's say hi to the gallery of the Rogues Gallery. We've got
You,
Eddie's
Nick,
in the house, and
Charlie.
Yu's here. What's up, you? Elephant's in the house. We got Aaron. What's up, Aaron? He's a cross pollination from Grown Man. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Charlie must have got laid off.
Hey, Mick's in the house. What's
Mick.
up, Mick?
Yeah.
Charlie's here. He says he's got to go to work soon. Who works at night? Man, you must really need a job working at night. You know, they say working at night because your internal clock is not supposed to be regulated to work at night. Did you actually lose like 20% of your lifespan by working at night?
You hear that, Charlie?
You hear that, Johnny? Quit your fucking job.
Dude, even worse than that, I used to go in at like 3. That's
Hey,
even
Eddie.
that's even
Yeah,
worse.
hey, look, Shane's in that. Look at all we got tonight. We got the grown man people here tonight. Shane's in the house. What's up, Shane? Antonio's in the house. Sam's in the house. People are filtering in. It's good to see you all on a Wednesday.
Love
Of course,
to see
I got something going on Saturday. I may or may not have a hot date on Saturday,
it.
so
Ooh, watch out
I
now.
can't do it on Saturday. And John couldn't do it tonight, and I'm wearing the shirt in solidarity for John because he's out seeing Pentagram. He's going to see Pentagram tonight live, so he couldn't hang out with us.
I was going to ask you what his deal was.
Aaron,
Yeah. I just
Aaron
don't think he
changed
likes
this
us
whole
anymore.
thing up over a date. That motherfucker better get laid.
I know. And then John fucked it up by being selfish and going to a show. So, yeah. So, I talked to Mikey, and he was kind enough to belay his Wednesday night stream, which he's been doing diligently for the past who knows how many years, to come over here and support us on the stream tonight. So I want to welcome Mikey Bananas from Grown Man Record Night. Give him a big fist pump. Go over and sub him up. He's on Twitch. He's on YouTube. The guy's rocking. He's the fucking OG of streaming shows, the literal OG. You want to know who started it? It's this guy, pretty much.
I appreciate the invite. Yeah, we normally do a gaming stream over on Twitch on Wednesday nights and get all fucked up and play some Call of Duty and scream at the monitor and shit. But like, this would be a nice little break. And one of our boys we play with, he's going out on vacation anyway, and so I was like, hey, this is perfect, man. And it's like,
perfect.
Not that we couldn't do a gaming night tomorrow night too.
No. If you do, I'll be there, and we'll be there.
Yeah.
So great to have you, Mike. And of course, we got brother Hydra Randy. He's here tonight with us, holding it all down. And yeah, so tonight we've got a unique situation where we're doing a Hydra / Cerberus session. So tonight we're going to be doing a full side for you, and then we're going to be backing it up with a Hydra set. And these guys are going to pick whatever order they want to do it. I'm going to go with Cerberus first. Randy's going to go with Hydra first, and we'll just fill you in on what Mike wants to do at some point. And hey, Nick's in the house. What's happening, Nick? It's good to see you, brother. Maybe we can get Nick on the chat later on after we're done. I heard he picked up a light bulb, so he may actually have one light bulb.
Yeah.
And then we'll be able to see him and not just a reflection of his glasses as he stares in from the abyss.
Uncle Festa.
What's up, Festa? So, yeah, it's good to see you guys, man. Antonio's in the house. What's happening, brother? Good to see you. So, yeah, pick a number between 1 and 10. Both you guys.
All right.
Age before beauty, Randy.
I got my number.
Well, tell me.
I'll wait till you tell me, and then
I'm going to choose who goes first by you two picking the number.
I'm going with 7.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the number I had in my mind. So Randy's going to go first. So what are you going to be playing for us tonight? You're going with Hydra first, right? Or no?
Yep.
You're going to go with your Hydra set.
Hydra, I'm doing my because I got a lot of work to do. I kind of want to relax.
What's up, Zepp? Zepp's in the house. Zepp went to the Voivod show the other night. I'm jealous of that because I wanted to go to the one in Philadelphia, the one coming up on the 10th, but they want you to have a vaccination and a card and a fecal sample and, DNA. And I said, fuck it. And, Sam's in the house. We still got people filtering in tonight. So it's good to see everybody. Randy just left. So all right, so
yeah, so I'm gonna start off with some 45s, and my set will progressively get better as it goes up. So there's some different stuff in this thing, and
okay. So it sounds like he's going to start with really bad music and increasingly get better with
it's
music.
not bad, but it's just different, as far as fitting the set. So
there we go. There we go. All right, let me get us situated here. Last time I forgot.
Let me cut off my record player. Hold on.
Stereo. Echo off. All right, Randy, you're ready to go anytime you are, brother.
All right, here we go.
Good to see you guys. Kick back, grab yourself a cold snack, kick back, and have a good time with us tonight. We're going to rock the shit. Randy's going to be busy tonight. What was that, a minute and a half?
Do some jumping jacks. This is like musical jumping jacks.
I got a few 45s that I'm going to get rid of
Bring that down a minute.
Don't seem to matter much.
Good stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's
I don't
kinda
know.
like
He's talking about
garagey.
starting slow. These have both been bangers.
All right.
I mean, really.
For you stoners out there, this one's for you. Just chill out, sit back a little bit.
Stoners in the house for sure.
We've got our stoners in here. Brad, you, Nick.
Good to see you all tonight.
Most of you.
All but one of you. You know who you are. down a little, Randy.
All right, that's it for the 45s.
Good stuff.
Man, little chill session there.
Yeah, man. It's good to have you guys hanging out tonight, man. We got 26 motherfuckers up in this house tonight on a Wednesday. We appreciate every one of you, except for you.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't mean miss you. I mean you. The
Ooh,
one
shots
dude
fired.
out there.
Shots fired.
No, I'm taking that shot back. I'm pulling it back.
Oh.
Busy night for Randy. Almost wish he chose 8 instead of 7. Just kidding. Now that was badass. Now I see what he's talking about rampant. That drummer was kicking. He's using that ride bell the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and the bass player, man, he was all over the page on that thing.
Yeah,
pinging the shit out of that ride, dude. Damn.
He must be a member of the Wuhan clan. Drummers will get it.
I got that. That's a drummer joke. Yeah, I own a couple Wuhans. So.
I loved it. Jay had a Wuhan China. Ironically enough, we
Uh-huh.
always in high school we always said we were the Wuhan clone.
Oh shit. Yeah, I actually have a 22-inch and an 18 and a 22-inch Wuhan China, Mikey.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Yeah, hit that. That fucker goes all day long. Not the nuclear reactor Wuhan, but the non-nuclear symbol company.
was on that guitar.
Yeah,
that song,
you
but,
said that's 94, Randy?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on Rockadelic. But
Never heard of that.
it just the drums were all you hear is the snare. They should have been up front with some heavy bass on that. It just reminds me of Sling Blade. Remember the band? What's his name? Who's that guy on Sling Blade? The country singer.
Oh, Billy Bob Thornton?
No, the country singer that was on there.
Oh, Dwight Yoakam.
Yeah, Dwight Yoakam's little garage band. You know, that's what.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
we don't need to practice, Randy.
yeah, that's right.
Actually, I know how to play that riff they play in that song.
Yeah,
Used to do it just to make my friends laugh.
I love it, man. All right, last one for my Hydra.
Dude,
Hydra.
quality business right there.
Hydra number 8.
Quality.
Uh-oh.
And what I loved is like I didn't know any of those bands.
No,
That's a
Randy's
good
good
album,
at just
man.
picking a bunch of stuff
That's
nobody's
why-
heard
that's
of,
why I
which is
love
great.
this. Yeah.
This is just pure hard and heavy blues rock, you know.
Yeah, that's fucking great, man. That's what it's all about. I mean, I don't come to. I mean, not that I don't have friends that do it, but like I don't come to the VC to learn about beetles and shit like that. I come to learn about shit like this.
Absolutely.
Shit I've never fucking heard of.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's something to be said about hearing stuff that you know and you love, but
Yeah, or finding kinships with people. It's like, oh, you like that band? No shit. But like,
yeah,
ultimately, I'm here to learn. You know what I mean?
hearing some new shit, absolutely. Great set, Randy. Yeah, I got a little gift from StreamYard. It threw me a blue screen of death, so it took me a minute to get back to you, but I'm back again. Boom. That's what you get for buying a streaming service like StreamYard. Makes you want to go back to slobs. But yeah, so
Heavy duty.
yeah, so I'll hit us up next, and I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do a Cerberus set, which is comprised of a full side, and this is the new Stoner LP. Totally,
I love that cover so much.
isn't it great? It says it all, right?
Yeah, and I really hadn't listened to this yet, even though we talked about it on our show, and I'm really stoked to check it out, man.
Yep. What's up, Dusty? Good evening, brother. Yeah, so yeah, this I heard about this LP dropping because of you on Grown Man Record Night, so thank you for that.
Hell yeah,
That
And
cover makes me hungry, man.
that's fucking A, dude. Right?
I know, it's
Like,
great.
it's like-
It's great. So I'm going to start with side one, which is comprised of Party March, A Million Beers, which is where I'm on my way to right now.
what are you drinking, by the way, Aaron?
I'm drinking some Summer Shandy, that Leinenkugel stuff.
Oh, I love some summer shandy. Okay.
Yeah. And Strawberry Creek and Space Dude and the Burn. Hey, what's up, John?
Good old American Budweiser.
Wonder if
here.
John's over. You over at the
Hold on.
Pentagram show? I wore my Pentagram shirt for you, John.
The Ryan Kid special. What's up, John?
So yeah, I'm gonna run up side one here for you guys. So let me get set up. I'll show you this wax real quick because it's kind of pepperoni-ish.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be sweet. Little red dots on the
That's
yellow
how-
background.
I like my nips too.
Oh yeah.
What's that? Shut up.
Yeah, so we're gonna run side one. This is I don't know. It's fucking orange. I don't know. It looks more like a shrimp than pizza pie, but
Shrimp and white wine.
shrimps and wine.
Shrimp pizza.
Anybody
man.
want any shrimp and ripple?
Ooh.
So,
Now
yeah,
that made me hungry too.
Let's hit this fucker up. Side one.
Can't go wrong with Ripple and Nipple.
You're listening to the Ripple Nipple 106.5, the tri-state area.
Party Mars, party does, party must, party day. We party all night, party all night. Party swingers, swingers. Party sinners, sinners. Party pros, pros. Party beginners.
evening, people. You better get started on a million beers.
Okay.
She never complained, so I don't either. Take the long road high, and I go see her. Going off in a ballroom trance, just the night before. Didn't take long, my friend, till I was knocking upon that door. Fresh pine, piece of mind, sweet strawberry cream. Stand all day, I won't take water, but I still got dirty feet, dirty feet. Take the green bus up to Main Street. Stop by the candy store and get my favorite treat. Ice cream on Magic Town, raising the hair. Had a thorn in my side this morning, now my Tuesday saving care. Fresh pine, peace of mind. Sweet strawberry cream. Sweet straw, and I still got dirty feet. 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 Sweet Strawberry Creek.
Yeah.
One more.
High school, turn to burn. She didn't leave
It's a ghost town.
to be alone.
Landings on the ground.
She ain't answering your calls.
Dogs
So put down your phone.
right no wrong. It's a ghost town.
Who could she be sleeping with tonight?
Landings on the ground.
And we don't really care
Dogs
what you think.
no right no wrong.
We just called to say man, I just called you to say pick up the phone, man. You gotta know you can tell it's your turn to burn. Yeah! Yeah! The snow falls hard tonight, and you're snow blind. Eyes open wide, and I'm not listening, 'cause you're still talking. You're still blind! And she's gone. You're dead to us. You're dead to me.
know you hear me.
Got no school tomorrow.
Listen up.
Got no work tomorrow. Total mission.
You said enough.
You know it. Middle of nowhere.
Listen,
Simply don't care.
cause I'm talking to you. You know,
It ain't about you. Said the space dude. The end of the line. It's true. It's a rain. Said the space dude.
end of the line. Time to burn. It's your turn.
Mellow out.
Tell me how it feels, man.
Now.
The end.
Man,
There it is. Man,
really good, man.
you eat a whole pizza, you end up with a lower cone full of fucking dough, and it's you've never felt better in your life having your ass full of dough than you do when you listen to Stoner.
Man, I tell you, my like first impressions, having familiar with all these guys and like this style of music and this band or whatever. I love that the combination. It's funny because somehow like an Amazon review of this album came up, and there's like only one review, and it's this guy saying, Brent, he's a big fan, but he's like, Brent Bjork does such a great job. There's some other vocalist comes in here and just ruins the whole freaking album, and which I don't agree with. It's Nick Oliveri, and it's but that's the beautiful thing about although these two cats, Brant Bjork and Nick Oliveri, from the same scene.
Mm-hmm.
Brant Bjork has this certain sensibility about him with like a lower key, keep it in the pocket, we're just vibing, stone, and it's still stoner or desert or whatever. And Nick is much more aggressive and like bald shaved head, looks like he's about to fight, and like it's completely different, but at the same time kind of works together. And that's the beautiful thing with when you do stoner rock or desert rock. I mean, there's so many different things that can they can kind of fall into that category and still be considered
absolutely
stoner rock. Yeah,
it's like Brant's got the weed and beer thing locked down, and Nick's got the coke and beer thing locked down.
That's what it's. Yeah, that's exactly
what I
what
mean?
it sounds like.
So-
Yeah.
And I'm surprised to see him dressed half the time, because usually he's the kind of guy, he likes to strip all his clothes off, start screaming all over the place.
I'm on Smoko, so
Yeah.
leave me alone. What's up, Ryan, kid?
What's up, Ryan? What's up, Dave? Dave's in the house. Hot Frog showed up.
What's cocaine?
That's like one step above coffee, Randy.
They used to put it in
We'll show
Coca-Cola.
you someday. It's like eating too many pistachios. You just end up, up here in the roof.
Making me actually. I got some wasabi
stop
soy
this.
almonds in there. Whew.
Ooh, man.
I think the
What's up,
fiance's
Ryan?
cooking some hot sausage right now. So
Ryan, I was on his stream the other night. He was extremely fucking rude to me. He told me to fuck off and leave, and I'm like extremely thin-skinned, so it really fucking hurt me that he would say such
Usually-
mean things to me.
that doesn't sound like Ryan at all.
It doesn't sound like him
usually
at all.
me he's saying
Anyone
that
from
too.
Jersey is obviously not that kind of a rude person, but I'm still kind of stung from that a little bit. He really hurt my
You got to
feelings.
show
So I
up
left
earlier.
him.
You got to
I
show
went
up
and cried on
earlier
my
when
pillow.
when he doesn't have too many beers in him, man.
Yeah, that's a problem with these guys. They get all drunked up and they start, flexing and yelling at people. And
I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what's
Next
wrong with
thing you
people
know,
nowadays.
your mom's crying and the baby's in the corner.
Next thing you, I don't know.
He
Yeah.
usually takes
I'm
the
not
shit
gonna
out
say
on me, when I interrupt people.
I know.
and shit.
So he says it's all out of love, and I agree. And this is out of love too. And I tell you to fuck off. So yeah, Mikey's up next. So Mikey, why don't you tell us what we got going on tonight, brother?
Well,
you going with Hydra or are you going with Cerberus? What are you doing?
I'm gonna do my Cerberus joint first, and kind of continuing on the vibe I was just speaking on. Can I speak on this?
Speak on it.
The diversity inside of the stoner desert rock genre, if you could even throw doom in there, but it's really not. I was gonna play, and we play this on the show quite a bit. But do you guys ever have those records that, especially if it's like a double LP, and you play it like every so often, but you always go back to like the same freaking side?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
like, I've played this record a bunch on the show, and when I was kind of looking for, it's like, man, what am I going to do like a side of? And I'm like, this is kind of something I was like, yeah, I play this on record night all the time though. And I'm like, I don't think I've ever played this on the show, ever. It's a band called Wofat.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And look at this cover. First of all, this is Psychedelanaut is the name of the album. It came out in 2009. This actually has some bonus tracks and shit on it. But Ripple Music released this. Great stoner rock. It's not a gatefold. I don't know what. Yeah, it is. Fuck off. Yeah, it is. But
Gonna rip it in half.
this is Texas stoner rock. Much more in kind of the blues psychedelic side of it with some thick ass fuzz. So I thought a lot of different people would enjoy this, not just stoner heads and like, but it's got, you know, kind of the wah pedal jam out kind of vibe to it. And the thing I love to talk about with this band is being from Texas, some of these jammier parts, and you guys listen for it and see if you can pinpoint it. There are some definite ZZ Top vibes in this band. Being from Texas, playing a little heavier music with a little bluesy, a little psychedelic, a little wah pedal. It's man, it's like you can't help but kind of absorb or resorb some of this ZZ Top big dick energy that they have in Texas.
It's great.
And the side that the side we're going to play tonight, it starts with a song. What really tripped my fancy is the first song is called Analog Man. And some of the lyrics, the guy's talking, there's a line about like watching the tubes glow. It's ready to go. You can see the tubes glow or something like that. And
What
I'm
year
like,
is
oh,
that, Mikey? What?
I think
Didn't
it's
Joe
2000
Walsh do a song called Analog Man?
I don't know. Is it the
That's
same
not a
song?
remake of it, is
Is it
it?
a cover? I don't know, dude. This is a 2009 record, but it's a 2021 reissue by Ripple.
I
it's
love
got-
that you're covering Wofat because we've yet to hear Wofat here on the stream.
And I'll show you before I've got the actual record because it's a double LP. I can show you the other one. Very nice. I don't get all super wet over like colored vinyl and stuff, but it's kind of a creamsicle. It's like white with some kind of hard to see right there, but
yeah.
white
It's a
with some
little bit,
creamsicle stuff going through it.
Great. Creamsicles and pizza tonight, man.
Ooh, come
Where's
on.
my
Great.
Where's my
No,
bag of pistachios?
I was gonna say we've not played any stoner rock. We're talking pizza and fucking creamsicles. That's great.
Yeah,
But
this
yeah.
is where you want to come tonight if you want to get fat.
But I love, like, to that point, man, I love the diversity inside of the stoner rock genre that you can go from. Some people consider sleep that, some people can, you know, Caius and Queens of the Stone Age, and then you have stuff where people are a little more hollery, screamy, you know, and then you have stuff where people are like Brant Bjork's like solo records where I could put it on if my parents came over for like a barbecue and it's just kind of low key and tuned down, and you could just kind of
Yeah.
you could chill with it. And I mean, even your folks would like dig on it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just kind of vibey, and so I love the fact that there's that diversity in the genre, and we celebrate it here.
We wholeheartedly we do.
That's right.
All
So
right.
what do you got? Side one or side two? What are you playing
This
off of
is
Wofat?
side 2. So we're starting with Analog Man and El Culto de la Avarica. And then
Isn't Wofat the guy from Hawaii Five-0? Like
yes, it's named after the guy from Hawaii Five-0.
Is it really? Because I always thought that was just a coincidence.
Because if you Google it, it comes up with all this dude from Hawaii Five-0. I was like, no, motherfucker, I'm trying to see when this thing got reissued.
That
Shit.
was his nemesis.
that's
I remember
the guy
he
from-
dosed what's his name Jack Lord.
Jack Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
the
my
guy
lord.
from Barney Miller, Wojciechowicz.
No, there's a Wofat, like straight up Wofat from
Hawaii Five-0. Yeah.
Hawaii Five-0. I forgot about it until I started Googling. I'm like, why is all this shit coming up? God damn it. But this side B, which is Analog Man, Spanishy name, which I'm not good at reading Spanish, and then a song called Stratus, which I believe is an unreleased track only on this reissue, I believe.
Okay.
So I figured that'd be kind of cool and kind of lead us into some of the other stuff I'm gonna play later on. And yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hit us up,
And-
brother.
Okay, I'm gonna start the record and then I'm gonna pee in or near my toilet because, boy, let me tell you something. These 25-ounce natties, boy.
Just
And you
pee in
guys-
the can.
You guys get the bucket?
No, not. That's
Oh,
already
I'm
been
getting-
taken. That's trademark. You got to pee in the can.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna switch it over. You guys make sure. Give me a thumbs up to make sure you can hear it because it's still. I'm. You know.
All right. What's up, Eric? Yeah, that's like new with classic, huh?
Oh yeah.
Got some 1073. Got some ribbons and a Studer. High voltage potion, man. Yeah, vacuum tube voodoo. The meters are pegged. You can feel the electric hoodoo. I hit the red button and kick in the magnetic mojo. Yeah, we're rolling. Tubes are glowing. Yeah, we're rolling. The flux is flowing. Analog man, can you understand?
Dude, what the fuck, man? Mikey, you got the vibe locked the fuck down tonight, man. That was epic.
Damn. He doesn't have words, man.
Man, I'll tell you, this is way jammier than I. I'm sorry, my shit got unmuted somehow. This is way jammier than I typically like my stoner stuff. He's standing on the wah pedal, but there's something about the riffs. The super fuzz is there, 100%, and then some nice. I feel that Texas on top of this. So it's not just jammy standing on the wah pedal. There's some like fucking like bluesy ass soul that's mixed into this, and you can feel it. I know because I don't typically like. Nebula is a fantastic stoner band. It's not one of my favorites because, in my opinion, they tend to stand on the wah pedal too much. So so a 4-minute song turns into an 8-minute song, and 3.5 minutes of it is waka 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 wow wow, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys do that too. But there's something else about it that just kind of like flicks my nip about it. You know what I mean?
Great solo section. The guitar player is really riffing, blues, rock-oriented stuff, and then they jump right into that hard, heavy kind of shit.
Yeah.
The ending was like this massive crescendo that lasted like a half of what the total song length was.
Yeah.
You got to love that kind of shit. Just
How
when you
many
think it's
albums-
done, they jump back in again.
Yeah.
How many do they have?
I'm not sure. They're an
47.
They're an old school band, so they've been around a good.
47.
No, but they've been around like a good while, and
shit.
really revered in that scene. You know, for being some of the old school cats that kind of know what the fuck's going on,
Yeah.
and everybody kind of respects, whether you're kind of on the doomier side of things or whether you're on just kind of the sing-songier, Queens of the Stone Age kind of side of things. Everybody kind of likes them, just like ZZ Top. I made this argument before, like metal guys like ZZ Top, punk guys like ZZ Top, just regular rock and roll. Your parents, everybody likes ZZ Top. Play it for a kid. You like ZZ Top. I mean, it's just, it's one of those bands.
Mikey, fucking epic, dude.
Yeah,
Epic.
yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Randy, you got your work cut out for you, brother. What do you got for us now? Now, Randy's going to run his full side,
Well, what I
which
got
is his
for you
Cerberus side.
I don't want to invite Mikey here anymore, man.
Oh, come on.
I told you it'd be a problem. What did I tell you about these stoner guys?
You
They know
ain't
their
heard
shit.
the set yet. Stretch
I mean, he's playing woe fat. He's pulling his pants up to right below his boobs. I mean, he's got the sticking the gut out like at the barbecue.
I might have a substance abuse problem. Let's be honest.
Might.
And
Anyway, Randy, talk to us, brother, before he pulls his shorts down
All
completely.
right, I'm doing my what am I doing? My service track, and I'm doing the scare band JP, the JPT
JPT Scare Band.
This is it never happened. These are from tapes they found from years ago, and it was recorded from right down here, 74 to 76, and it's really good guitar stoner shit here. But this was released like I think in '94, and they only put out like 400 of them, and it's killer, man. Really
It's great. I actually
I
know
think
this
I learned
band.
of this band from.
I don't know this.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
No, go ahead, man.
I learned of this from. What's his name? Shit, I can never remember that guy's name. Who's the guy that owns the
what's that
record
guy's
store
name?
down by Mikey there?
Dylan from Noble
Yeah,
Records.
Dylan. Dylan showed this. I had to check it out. I was like, damn. So I paid a little bit for it, but it was well worth it. And
No reissue on that?
not yet.
Not
I'm
yet.
sure it's coming, but there's it's basically 2 songs on each side, and then equal time they're just shuffled around the other way, So three piece.
Want to run those tracks down for us real quick? What tracks
Yeah,
are you
we
going to be
got,
playing? What side are you going to be playing? What tracks are you going to
I'm
be
gonna
playing?
play side 1. I couldn't decide, but I thought side 1, the first jam was just the guitar work was so killer, Sleeping Sickness and Acid Acetate Excursion. So
All right.
here we go.
Rock it, Randy. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah.
The
Grab
first
another brewski.
Cerberus versus Hydra session of all time. And we're glad you're here to see it. What's up, Nate? Good evening, brother.
I'll never hear that ring.
What you go, bro? Oh no. I gotta pee near my toilet.
Damn.
Yo,
Dude,
the fuck?
that shit is so far ahead of its time.
What year was this?
74 to
70
76 they put these
Oh
tapes
shit.
4 to 6.
Man.
What'd you say? 4 to 6?
out. 74 to 76, yeah.
Man,
It's impressive.
that's
Great band, man.
that's pretty fucking heavy shit, man. And it sounded good for what? You say they were demos?
Yeah, it was lost till 94.
That's crazy.
Lost. Every time I hear that, it reminds me of like the Randy Holden thing where that album Population
Yeah,
2 was
exactly,
like
man.
lost for like 40 years. Like where is it
and
lost?
that's what this deserves, man. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
Dylan's working on that. You know,
I was gonna say he was the one behind the Randy Holden shit,
Yeah.
so maybe we can work some magic here.
Yeah, and I was talking to Eddie about this the other day because I was out looking for some Earth Ride on vinyl, and the only thing I could find was one on picture disc, so I snagged it just because I wanted it. But we're talking about how Sleep, Dope Smoker's been reissued 15 fucking times, and Earth Ride's got 0.
Yeah, well, it's funny because I mean, Dope Smoker like for 20 years was lost, and then all of a sudden, once the rights became available, it was like chum chum chum, indica variant, green variant, purple variant, just da 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 da.
They had
It's
that.
crazy.
I think
I
one of the
like
first
that.
ones was that Hashishian, and then the Weedian
Yeah.
reissues, and that's when
I've
I
got a
grabbed
picture
it.
disc of that. I've got 2 copies of Dope Smoker actually. One's a picture disc that our pal Dave sent us, and then another one that's like the indica version that I picked up.
I hate when they go wild on the reissues, though, man. It drives me
Yeah.
up a wall, you know. But
Yeah,
it deserves to be out there, you know. I mean, the good stuff, you know.
100%.
that's exactly what we're talking about. How many more times do you have to fucking reissue Dope Smoker?
And I'm telling you, the side 2 that demos or whatever, it's just as good as side 1. So it's,
Yeah, it's great.
if you look on Discogs, it's a 5 out of 5 from like, I don't know, 26, 30 people, you know.
Wow.
So
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not like the Stoner LP where they got one review and it's just like, this is great. When
Who's
you're
this
stoned,
other guy
dude.
singing? Fuck, put a shirt on.
There's this guy, and then this other guy
is this?
starts singing and ruins it.
What are we even talking about?
Yeah, listen, if you want to talk about politics, regional trash delivery issues, or Beatles, go over to Rachel's channel. She's probably hooking that shit up right now.
Are we talking about trash delivery issues?
I think take the taking of trash, possibly.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, head over there.
yeah, that's
I didn't even know
messed
she
up.
was live. Honestly, I don't know.
Can't
so.
believe she did that, man.
It
that's
just
fucking
goes to show,
shit.
I having said that, I deliberately don't stream on every other Saturday because Ryan and Doc do their thing, man. So
Right.
I figured that, people be sharing the love, but I guess it's kind of like, look, I knew somebody that worked in a hospital. They worked in the ER. And she says, they eat their young here. They don't actually want you to do any better than them. They want you to fucking fail. So
Yeah.
they throw obstacles in your way to fuck you up. And that's kind of, I feel like I'm,
Well, she mentioned something like that the other night. Like I don't know who she was talking about, but she said something like there's just some people that shouldn't stream live, and she wouldn't give names and shit. Like, like she's perfect on that,
oh, right. She's got that locked down. Okay.
No, some of that. I mean, some of the people that
Anybody
I,
who wants to stream should stream, man. That's what
I
we
think
like,
that's
you know?
when
Yeah.
like from a like Twitch perspective, when I'm watching, I've got my hardcore like popular streamers, people that are millionaires that do this for a fucking living and shit.
Yeah.
But I love to drop into a category and find some cat like 2 or 3 people watching, and fucking just sit in and just chill and ask questions and talk, and like they're so happy that somebody's like participating. So I love that. I think anybody, especially and now that like YouTube and like music people have started streaming, because I was talking about more like video game stuff, but like.
Yeah.
Now that music people have started streaming, you suck, you're weird, you're awkward, you don't really do it the right way, you don't use the right stuff. Nah, do it anyway. Let's see it. I want to see that.
Yeah.
That's
just get up
content
there
for
and
me
do it.
too.
Yeah,
I like
absolutely.
seeing people try.
And
anything.
as all of us know,
'Cause it could
we
be
have
funny.
started with 2 people watching. So,
yeah. Dude, I do this same shit in front of the mirror every day. Like I literally don't need anybody. I
And
appreciate
is-
everybody, but
This is like
I
the
don't need
OG
anybody.
streamer too, man. This guy was streaming in like 144p back in the fucking day.
Jesus Christ! I looked at something earlier today. I was like, God damn it! Did I shoot this on a potato? Like, what is
Tell
this?
that story real quick, Mikey, before I get started about what the whole concept of what you were doing was and how it was perceived by people watching. That's hilarious.
Like when the VC originally heard about it.
When you started doing your stream, you intentionally wanted it to be lo-fi, and
Yeah, we're big fans of Tim and Eric and like old school like '80s public access and shit like that. And so I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be funny, man? Because we were already thrifting for records and shit too. And you run across like old VCRs and all this. Sometimes you'd run across a piece of equipment. You're like, oh, what the fuck is this? And he's like, oh, it's an old video switcher from a public access station, like shit like that. And you're like, oh, whoa, we could like. So it's like, we're going to do this whole thing. So I did this on like an old SD camera, and I made like kind of shitty graphics on purpose and stuff like that. And like, it was real awkward, and we were real drunk, and it was like, the tosses back and forth. You'd go back and forth between a graphic 4 times. And it was meant to look like bad public access, like Tim and Eric do. And not everybody knows who Tim and Eric are, but like, and then some people were like, I'm not going to watch this hour-long 360p VC video that looks like it came right off but nobody got the joke. I misinterpreted where like record people's senses of humor were, and I was like, oh, you got to come. I was like, oh, I can come do. I mean, I do this shit for a living. I can come out here with dope equipment and like light it up and make it look
Tim
nice.
and Larry, are those the old heavy metal kids?
Yeah.
So they filmed everything back in
with conviction.
the day.
Yeah, that's an interesting. I don't know that story, but everybody. I've found those videos and I've played them on the show, but not everybody. I don't really know much about their story. But it's all these like metalheads with denim jackets and shit doing the same shit we did, like shit on fire and like bottle rockets and go to the mall and skateboard.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to those guys. It's fun to watch.
Great fucking story.
Because a lot of times when I'm playing like 80s metal on the show, because I would do like the visuals to go along with it, and I'd look up like mall videos and stuff from the 80s because I love shit like that, especially malls. And that popped up, and it was like dudes like fucking around their garage, like, and I'm like, oh, it's 20 minutes long. Oh yeah, I'm all in already. What is it?
Yeah, man. So I'm gonna jump into my Hydra set now, and I'm going to be playing you something probably nobody here knows. I defy you to know who this band is because
I know of them, but I don't know shit about them.
Now this isn't. Me and Eddie were talking about it. He goes, "Oh yeah, Witch Mountain." I'm like, "No, this is not Witch Mountain. This is Mountain Witch.
Yeah,
this does not have a chick singer. Witch Mountain has a chick singer, but this is a bunch of three-piece German dudes." And what I love about this band,
wow, I thought they were from like down
the
south.
drummer is the fucking singer, dude. So if you're like a Sir Lord Baltimore type of fan and that kind of shit, this stuff really gets me all boned up, man. And they are hard rock. They're hard rock, and they've got a few albums. I think they got 3 or 4 albums, and this one's called Burning Village, and this is my favorite. And I'm gonna play you. What am I gonna play? I'm gonna play. I believe it's side 2. I'm going to play you side 2 off of this. And this is pretty cool. Let me show you. This is kind of like a silver, it's got like a little flecks. It's silver color, and it's got like little metallic
Silver
flecks
and
in it.
gold. Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it probably looks pretty basic, but it's got like a shimmer to it, you know?
I love nice opaque colors. There's a lot of cool splatters and shit, but I like a nice opaque color. You know what I mean?
We were talking recently, and we've done this a few times, myself and Randy and John, where we've had a lot of trouble finding the tracks on our LPs because we picked like a weird color, like clear.
100%.
Clear is the worst when you got to pick like the 3rd song out of 5 songs off of one side of a fucking LP.
I've got an ISIS record that is super clear, and I mean, like, I put my readers on and I'm like this close to the turntable, and I'm doing this number. I still can't hit it right.
Yeah.
You're seeing the track lines from the other side too.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy how it throws you off. But I'm going to play you stuff off of side 2 of Mountain Witch, Burning Village. This song's called Haunted by War, and then The Dead Won't Sleep. I'm pulling 2 off of this one because it's pretty badass. And then I've got another German band, actually, called Graveyard. And I'm going to be playing you one off of, what is it, Lights Out, and that one's called An Industry of Murder. And then I've got another Norwegian hard rock band called Sag, and I'm going to be playing you one called Slip Off the Edge from that LP. So let's get started with a little Burning Village. Thanks for hanging out.
Sweet.
We appreciate that you like this and not the Beatles. So, you know, I've said this before, we've got like a core audience, just like Grown Man does. We've got a core audience of people that never let us down. They're always here. The numbers always stay the same through the entire stream. And it really goes to show you that these people are interested in music. They love what we bring, and we love bringing it to you guys. So we really appreciate you hanging out. So
Basically, they all fuck, is what you're saying.
they all fuck like buck fucks, dude.
Yeah.
Right on.
Good stuff.
Damn.
Thank you very much for 9 Inch Nails.
That-
You remember Beavis and Butthead did that?
Thank you very much.
We're 9 Inch Nails. Hey, get
So,
your hand
yeah,
off this
that's,
keyboard, butthole.
That's German. My favorite configuration in any band is a 3-piece. And the
Great
caveat
band.
for me is the fucking drummer sings, dude. So, I mean, come
Really
on.
good. Solid business.
So, yeah,
That's
it's starting to
nice.
really rain outside. So, perfect time to hit up another German band called Graveyard.
Screwdriver.
Not Screwdriver.
Okay.
It's the other one.
Can we roll that back?
Bring it back. Bring it back. Yeah, this is a Graveyard. This is another 3-piece. And this album's called Lights Out. Eric says he's got, I forget what one Eric said he's got, but he's got one LP and he's asking what I was going to spin. So it's going to be Graveyard, Lights Out. And this is going to be song 1, side 1, called An Industry of Murder. And it's got this cool kind of World War II siren kind of vibe where it brings in the beginning, gets you all amped up for apocalyptic kind of invitation that they extend to you. So this is pretty cool. Let me show you this wax. This is pretty cool. I like this.
Whoa,
pretty
that's
cool
cool.
contrast, like gray white
Wow.
with like jet black, and
I hope it's not a middle track.
it's it's side 2, track 3. No, this is
That's really cool, though.
this is side A, song 1. So I took it easy on myself on this one. Yeah, but we got some people that got a little love out there for Mountain Witch, and rightly so. So let's put on a little bit of Graveyard. We're going to keep that European rock theme going. Side 1, track 1, An Industry of Murder. Thanks for hanging out, guys. There it is.
eyes are shuttered. Why do casual checks of blood? An industry of murder, scratching the right backs. Watch out for the bombs, because the new attack. Just like the ones before you, the eagle is your mark. In history lies the future. Your empire will fall. Pain and constant suffering comes from their kind. They always try to rule us, letting fear control our minds.
Yeah, what'd you think of that, Mikey? You like that,
Man
huh?
alive. That's incredible. I never heard those guys before, and that is incredible. I
Yeah.
really like that shit.
Solid album.
Yeah.
I will be honest. I will say they get a little bit derivative as they go down the road.
Okay.
But those LPs I just showed,
So what's this one right here? What's it called?
it's called Lights Out.
Lights Out. It's a little black and white. Square City. Got it.
Yeah.
Memorized.
Now, I don't know what
It's in the
variants
bank.
they have or if they have a standard black or what the situation is, but
Pretty interesting.
so I've got one more for you. And this is my Hydra inspired set. And this last one I'm going to play you. I think it's odd tonight that I always pick kind of the same vibe because every one of these bands it's a European band. So
European.
now we got a band called SOG. This is called Delusions of Grandeur. This is a 4-piece, not a 3-piece. So I strayed a bit from it, but and I'm going to play a song of this called "Slip Off." I think it's "Slip Off the Edge of the Universe." And again, unlike some of the older LPs where like all the rockin' tracks are on side too, actually the rockin' tracks on this one are
I think that's called sax.
sax. Okay. It's not called SOG, it's called sax, just so you know.
That's right.
So yeah, I'm gonna play you side
sax.
1, song 1. And I think this is just black.
Yeah, you're right, Brown Dog. I heard that stranglehold in there a little bit too.
I know, this is actually blue. Got a little bit of clear blue. So yeah, side 1, track 1, Slip Off the Edge of the Universe. SOG, this is my last one off of my Hydra. And then we're going to pass it off to Mikey, right?
Yeah, I should probably pee then.
You better go pee
This
now.
is gonna be some musical jumping jacks, and I'm kind of
Loopy.
Good evening, people. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
Dude.
Nice.
There you go.
That's some good shit, dude.
A little
European
bit of
vibe.
Yeah, European flair, man. Put that on your hot dog.
European.
I'm going to be a peeing in a second. I'm holding it.
European.
Yeah, so that was my last one. That was Sog, Delusions of Drander. Actually, it's Delusions of Grandeur.
I'm familiar with that term, actually.
Delusions.
I may have heard of that a little bit.
I think we were deluded last week when we were watching those movies. Yeah, but we appreciate you guys hanging out tonight. Last up, we got Mikey. He's going to be doing his Hydra inspired set. So why don't you tell us all about that? Why go pee-pee?
Well, I put a little something together for you guys for funsies, and of course, you know I can't do shit like fucking regular human beings. So I got a little something, a little different. So I was going to toss it, so have these guys talk while I do my little set switch. But I'll talk to Randy instead because I like Randy. He's a good guy. I thought we were. Oh, I can't hear you, Randy. I think you're muted.
What's that?
Oh, there you go. There you go. You got me. Did you just Randy me right now?
That's right, man.
Damn. Boom, Randied.
I'm here for you, brother. I'm here for you.
Man. Yeah, so I crammed as much music into a 20-minute set I could possibly cram. And it's like, so we got some of the vibe that we've been doing tonight, like some of that stoner vibe. There's some of that in there, a little bit on the sludgier side. How about some like bubblegum fucking 60s shit? How about some fucking a little like punk rock? And it all kind of just, how about some weird shit?
It all flows, man.
And I got a little something. I got a little something. It's gonna be
Hold on,
fun.
my wife's screaming in here. I think the cat's gonna jump.
Uh-oh. So, Aaron, I was just telling him I got a nice little group of records that I put together this way. I put some thought into this. I got a little like something, but you know I can't do it regular style, so I'm gonna have to give me 10 seconds and I'm gonna switch this shit around. And
Are you going to show the turntable while you're doing this?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna be able to sit down.
Yeah, because you're going to be standing up by the turntable the whole time.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a full 20-minute mix.
See, we're talking about commit. This is what I mean. This is commitment, people.
This is why music is great, because when he first told me this, it's like, oh yeah, so I was like, oh shit, it's 20 minutes, and I'm like, oh, it's just some rock, up tempo rock, it's anything. What can I? So I'm sitting there going like, okay, that's tough. I'm like, at times there had been fucking Grim Reaper's "See You in Hell" in this mix.
Nice.
Then I was like, no, I pulled it out. I play that a lot.
Okay.
But I love it. I love that song. I love that album.
Great.
But there's been a few things that I put in the mix, and then I'm timing it all out. And I'm like, it makes it a little too heavy. Such stoner rock jams are so good, but they're like fucking 9 minutes long. So
hey, Mikey, hit it up, man. Change that camera and hit it up, brother.
All right,
we
guys
appreciate
talk.
you.
And then I'll go ahead and switch my audio input. But
what? Mikey may have had too many hot sausages tonight. They're going to his head.
Sausage in the teeth, man.
Yeah, we've all had that before. There he is. Look at that creepy album cover. Looks like everybody's grandfather.
Yeah, it's my uncle, man.
Dude, I ran his legs over, isn't it?
That's right. Aaron got out of there, though, man. He never got caught.
Killed an old man. Look at the professionalism here. We're talking high production values.
Mikey's got like 12 mixers, man.
He does. You got that right, Aaron.
When I get home to you, night I'm sad and blue, 'cause I can't do the boogaloo. I'm lost, can't do my thing, and that's why I sing. Give me that thing.
Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that ding.
I sing it one more time.
Give me that, give me that, give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that
Well, you ain't doing that later, so
All I good's a metronome without a bell for ringing.
you're right, it's no use.
How else can anybody ever tell he's swinging? How can you tell the rhythm written on the bar?
Well, you don't go too far.
How
That's what
can
you do.
you ever hope to know just where you are?
Well, you look around
Give me
you.
that,
Give me that.
give me that,
Give me that.
give me that, 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 give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that ding, give me that, give me that, give me that ding. Oh, give me that.
Let's say I got a number. That number's 50,000. That's 10% of 500,000. Oh, here we are in French Indochina. Executive order, congressional decision. The working masses are manipulated. Was this our policy? Headlong years. Not one domino shall fall.
Oh, I know this one.
Most folks, most folks have heard about.
All right, that's good. Good, very nice.
That's why folks call it finger. That's why folks call it finger.
Sounds good.
That's why folks call it. 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 I'm not getting anywhere with this damn thing.
Okay, fine.
Why wanna life in a crack in the kitchen and like a rubber and some curve everybody got a set of host thing dog wrap an egg all around my wall. Tell them about superseded to pay my pong in the ways that whenever you bring and it's baby with the mix mine and the lips. Keep blowing my gun cuts, here I come. Gonna get you all sick with the bubble, yo, girl. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby. With a fork and a spoon. I got yoga beat low still all over my ass. Smoking into bars and they give it the gas. I'm a cream from the street into Levi jeans. Gonna bust the scene with a real hot beans. All of my McDonald's loves to be fine with this big mugger like a chicken McNugget. Gonna stand up on the goose and a Zeus caboose. Gonna give her a boost like a thick fried chicken. Super goose, loop, scoop, loop, loop, chick, goop, shoot, boop. Jump solo from the groin, some of the cheese, these people, these. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby.
Check it top, baby. Squirt some gravy.
Make it bloody, running!
A little flavor back from the grave.
Open road bros! Bring that foot away, you go, but take it back, run it back, back, Squeeze me macaroni, slap your face in my baloney. Squeeze me macaroni, slap your face in my baloney. Squeeze me macaroni, slap your face in my baloney. Squeeze me macaroni, slap your face in my. Spinach got a cream of corn, smoked stumbles of eggs, and a meal is born. Looking like a beginner, but I'm going to bed. I have three different lines, and bust the dinner. Your boy idea, the 3 months gonna have some child and tools on the real side quiz. All about it, quick money, some chips so hard. Get a picture ravioli and a piece of me dough. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby. Nick, nack, patty, whack. I give you all your phone, baby. We came to party down the road. We came to party. We came to party down the road. And where's the fucking beer, man?
Mikey.
He can't hear us.
Oh, he's
He's totally into it too, man.
Let him work, man. Let him work.
Just leave him be. Don't tell him nothing. We'll tell him it went great. Now, yes, now they're just going to keep pinching us because we're like 2 hours, almost 3 hours in now.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, what took it down? How long's it been down?
middle of Mr. Bungle, Squeeze Me Macaroni.
Wow. Well, at least that's pretty far.
We're all laughing because you're just into what you're doing. We're like, just leave him alone. Was
I've
that
been
your
thinking
last
about
song?
Yeah, this is the Caius was the last one.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool. So
That's
you
cool.
got everything except for the last couple.
That's most. Hell yeah. Yeah, we did stretch it, but
It seems like longer than
was a
2
good
minutes,
set,
doesn't it?
Mikey.
What's up?
That was a good set, man.
Oh,
Very
thanks, man.
interesting.
It was great. Because I love Mr. Bungle. I knew I was singing all those words, man. Squeeze Me Macaroni.
I was like, I'll put something for the fellas in here.
There we go. We're back again. Okay. Yeah, so Mikey got everything except for a Kaya song and half of Mr. Bungle, Squeeze Me Macaroni.
Yeah.
So
Jesus,
instead
terrible.
of getting pinched over and over again for music, we'll just stop playing music now. And I'll I better put a link out.
Holy Lord, what time is it?
It's like 4.
I could eat another wiener. Wait, what?
Do us up another sausage, why don't you, man?
I mean, you got a Patreon?
What is that
That'd be good.
music? Is that your BGM stuff from the show, Mikey?
No, that's still the Caius playing. Hold on. I'll
is
cut
it?
off.
Okay.
I'll cut it off.
Yeah, so come on up. Because, when you push it this far, it's bound to fucking happen. So I can't even believe we got this far. But that's what happens when you want to pit the Cerberus against Hydra. Some shit's bound to fucking go down, you know what I mean?
If anybody wants to, God damn it, why is this so fucking zoomed in? If anybody wants to know anything about what I played, if you're not familiar, it's, I mean, it wasn't crazy, but like,
What'd they do, get us again?
what? For what, my face?
Maybe sausage? You talking about sausages or something?
Man.
What the fuck? Even Randy left. Damn.
YouTube boot, they nabbed him. Nab City.
You know what's funny, Mikey? We got more viewers now that we started getting kicked off than when we were not getting kicked. They just left the drama.
Yeah, they must have said something.
What did they say? Something about terrorists or bombs? You can't say bomb on these streams. They'll get you. Actually, I'm surprised it went that far. Here we are. Now we're back again. Here we are. We're back again.
So that's I've heard you say that. I've heard Patrick say that. Like the 2 hour mark's kind of the sweet
2
spot.
hours, and we went like 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So
we're pushing it.
So no more music. Did I put the link out? I don't remember. I could be inebriated. I'm not sure.
Why is it so hot in here?
Open your window, man. See, it's fucking raining here. All right, I put the link out. Dusty, some people just got shit against us, man. We played, the killer tracks.
I'm sorry, I didn't see all the comments and stuff.
The powers that be get angry. They don't want you to have too much fun. Fun police has got to swoop in and ruin everything. But yeah, like I said, when you push it this far, we usually go 2:15, and then we bring people in. So almost 2:50, pretty much is what we hit tonight before we got popped. So you got to expect it. Yeah, the fun police, dog. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They always got to come in swinging their broom, shooing everybody out. Yeah. Oh, dude, Eric, come on up, brother. Yeah. Come on up, people. Don't be afraid. We're going to chat for a little bit. I got no work tomorrow. I'm off. So
I can hang for a few, but I got to make the donuts in the morning. I got to make television in the morning.
You want to make television? How long you got? 15 minutes?
No, yeah, I can chill for a few.
We'll do a
Plus
short
I'm
session.
plus I'm
Unless
out
we
of
get a
beer.
bunch of people up here. If nobody wants to come up, then, I'll just go to sleep too, man. So,
Great sets tonight, though. I really enjoyed tonight.
Oh, it was great, man. Thanks for hanging out, holding everything down while John's out having fun, seeing
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pentagram show. Appreciate you omitting your typical Wednesday streams
Oh,
and when you
yeah.
play your movies and all and hang out.
It was fun, man. Fun.
We still got people hanging out, even if we got popped, man.
Instead of moving my camera, I can raise my seat.
There you go. Get up there, man.
Now I look like I'm sitting in the boat.
Get way
a
up there.
I'm
Captain of the boat.
I'm a co-angler on an FLW tour.
Yeah, there's your next shirt, Mikey, for the show. Grown Man Record Night just put another hot sausage in your mouth.
Hello, come on.
Subsidiary of Areola Montoya.
I hope we get a good pizza pie.
Get the extra sausage.
Yeah, so I don't know. We got a bunch of scared people. Come on up, Eddie. Eddie's not scared. I mean, he's not. He's been
Eddie's
up here.
been streaming. I like to see it.
Give us a reason to hang out for a few more minutes. Otherwise, I'll go over here and eat a couple Go-Gurts and go to sleep.
You know the people from Go-Gurt? This is a true story. When I first got into Twitter, I had this idea, and so I tweeted at the Go-Gurt people, and I said, why Go-Gurt is not using redoing the tune "Wake Me Up Before You Go-Gurt." And I think I hashtagged it free marketing advice, and then I added them or whatever, and they responded back to me.
What did they say?
They said, because sometimes people want their morning Go-Gurt in private. Wake me up before you Go-Gurt?
That's kind of cryptic. I
know. I was like,
are they intimating that it's a one-night stand reference when you say wake me up before you?
Is that a jacket thing? Is that what we're talking about?
What are you saying? You don't wear condoms if you eat Go-Gurts? Or
no,
what?
I took it like a morning Go-Gurt, like a jerk sesh or something. I mean, it's a family program, but I took it a little raunchy. But those social media whizzes, they can be a little edgy sometimes.
Believe they get paid for that shit?
I do really love on Twitter where Wendy's and KFC and people bark back at one another and stuff, like really snap on one another. That's fun.
Yeah, I got an idea. Let's put a bunch of random food in a bowl.
Mm-hmm. Go on.
People will buy it. Oh, go on. See, that's exactly what they heard. Go on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The what did KFC do that? Like that bowl with the mashed potatoes and the chicken.
What's all the leftovers that we have in the bin?
Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Whoa.
And look who we got here. He's still got his duds
Hey
on.
guys.
What's up? Back from the show already, John?
Yeah, just walked in the door.
I guess Bobby Liebling, he's got to get back to the home.
No, yeah, I think he's got a big tour. I saw the itinerary. Big tour.
John,
I don't know how he's going to last.
If you see anybody else come, I think Eddie might come in. See if you see him there, pop him in if you don't mind.
All right, I'll try to remember. Yep.
You just come from Pentagram, John?
Yeah.
That guy's not in jail?
Not anymore. He's a nut. Well, what a crazy nut. But it was a good show.
Who opened for Pentagram?
Some band, Bone something. I only caught one song as I was coming in the door. Then Worshipper, who's a local stoner, metal band.
Is Griffin
there's
still with
Eddie.
Pentagram?
No, I didn't know any of the guys. It's a long-haired guitar player, bald bass player, but I've never seen Pentagram.
Oh,
before.
the same guys.
Okay, yeah, they were
Hey,
really good.
you're echoing.
Hold on.
That's the Pentagram show I told you about in Philadelphia where I lost half my ears is from the opening act for Pentagram. But yeah, the bald bass player's been with him forever, and obviously
he's
Victor
really...
Griffin's there playing guitar. So
okay,
so
yeah, I
how
didn't know
was
the
it?
names.
Why don't you give
Yeah,
us
it was
a
good.
Pentagram review? How was it?
That's a good show. Bobby's nuts. I never seen him before. Besides in the movie and pictures of him, he's a nut. He thinks he's a rock star. But it was a lot of fun.
It's good to see you guys. Thanks for popping up, man. Hanging out.
He definitely thinks he's a rock star.
Yeah, he's getting on his knees, doing like David Bowie, like.
Was he? Did he bring his mom out and beat her up again?
Yeah. Not a good dude.
He should have been a rock star.
Yeah. How many times can you fucking blow it? That documentary was a real bummer when he's digging all those scabies all over his arms.
Oh,
and
he's
shit. It's
awful.
dude,
Like sitting
give
in
that
his
guy a hug.
kitchen.
There's something kind of satisfying about that. I don't know, but
Itching scabies. It is. But you can't. There's like a fine line where you got to stop itching at some point, or it gets really painful when you stop.
Hey, I know from Ernest Goes to Camp. He said, and for goodness sake, don't pick it or it'll never heal.
Did he die of lung cancer?
Yeah, I guess that doesn't apply to
John, who
lung
opened for the
darts.
A band called Worshipper, kind of stoner doom metal, and then they were pretty good. And then opening band, I guess, really good. I only caught one song as I was walking in. They ended. Something with bone in their name. Said they would sound like Sabbath, but I didn't see much.
You got in just in time. So only 2 bands that night?
3. Well, I only saw 2, but 3 played.
So there was another one before the Bone Band.
No, Worshipper was the one I saw.
Okay.
Worshipper was like the middle band.
So what's happening, guys? Anything new? Anybody got any new wax? Anybody got any stories, man? Talk to me.
I just had my dinner while you guys were doing your thing.
Oh, you had dinner? Well, you could tell us about your dinner. That's
Yeah, what'd
okay.
you have for
We
dinner?
talked about fish
That's
sandwiches
really
here, so.
not super exciting conversation material, but I made pasta, nothing big.
I took a COVID test right before we went live.
You should have done that on the stream, dude.
I should have.
Where'd
It
you
was
stick
negative.
that swab?
It was the cameraman came over this past weekend. His nephew graduated. You guys know cameraman, and he called me today. So he's like hanging out one night, but it's we were drinking and fucking around and throwing random shit in the fryer to see if it would fry. Something we do, and and he called me today and he was like, "Dude, I got COVID." I'm like, "What?" And I've been up for my parents. My dad had heart surgery like last year, so it's like fuck. It's not just me gets all messed up and I was like, oh,
Yeah, it's
but I took
weird how that stuff goes around, Because
and I know that's kind of part of normal life, and people are like, "Oh, quit being a bitch." That's just kind of the way it is now. It's like, it's like I don't give a fuck, but like I don't want my dad to get sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
I still never caught it.
Yeah, me neither. I've never.
Lucky you, man.
Knock
There
on
was
dubs.
a Friday. I was talking to the salesman. He brought some stair parts in, and he was right next to me. I mean, just talking. And Monday, he was supposed to bring some more stuff back for us to finish the job. And then Monday, the builder came in. He told me, he goes, "Hey, Rick's got COVID. Just thought I'd let you know." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Shit.
This is about a year ago. But I never got it, man. It's just weird. It's just weird how that shit.
Anybody have that COVID app where they keep trying to hit me up to get that app where they tell you, like they locate you where you are with your phone, and they tell you there's, you might go into the store and Joe might have COVID.
Oh, wow.
So
That sounds like Big Brother to me.
I don't fucking need any more of that anxiety. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that in my life.
I already just pull up in the sketchiest stores in
And
town.
then they'll
just
start
fly.
adding things, They'll be like, "Hey, Joe's got herpes," like
Yeah. Anybody want scabies?
Hey,
Yeah,
Jody
Steve got
paid
out
his
of the
car
psych
insurance.
I had scabies in high school. That was a good time.
Yeah, I had them too,
Scabies.
man. That fucking whore. Don't trust redheads, I'm telling you. They all got scabies.
Just
Or was
quote
it
of the
Rickets?
night.
I don't remember if
Scabies.
it's scabies or rickets.
Hands down, quote of the night.
Scabies is no vitamin C. That's the pirate disease.
No.
Like when you're out
Who
when
said
you're out
ri-
at
Who
sea.
said rickets? Who would you
Rickets?
substitute scabies for rickets?
Rickets.
Is that incurable? What is that even?
Rickets?
Is that like a furniture disease?
Can you hear me back there in 1894?
Right.
Let's see.
Syphilis. Oh, he just knows the word. He didn't know the definition.
Rickets is the
sounds fun.
softening and weakening of bones in
Hey,
children.
we'll eventually know you got syphilis.
Oh, in children.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty
get a
much at
little
risk
crazy,
right
yeah.
now.
Caused by a
Mentally, at
deficiency
least.
of vitamin D.
Oh yeah, we'll go out and get some sun. See what they
Eddie,
see
what
what they
have you
say.
had?
Don't get sunburned. Don't go out in the sun. Now they're saying if you don't go in the sun, you'll get soft bones. I don't. What's the fucking difference?
Yeah, vitamin C, Scotty. Yeah.
Yeah, that's scurvy, the pirate disease.
See, yar.
Oh, scurvy. That's why I was thinking scabies. Jeez, that's why I got confused with scabies and scurvy.
Parasites that begin with SC. Go.
Hey, what's y'all socials right quick?
I'm Scabies71 on Instagram.
Oh man.
Oh, I thought you were asking for a social security number.
What's your
I was.
socials?
I
You
mean-
don't want my social. Fuck you. You don't want to steal my identity.
I mean,
You'd be in worse trouble than you are now.
Yeah, you can have my debt. I'll give it to you, no problem.
Pass it right on.
I used to do that in random, which is I was single for a long time. In the middle of a conversation, you're asking a chick about where do you go to school? What do you like to, what kind of music you into? And I'm like, oh, that's cool. Hey, what's your social? And they were like,
You got any
What?
credit card?
and in my head, I'm like, this is funny as fuck. And then, but they're like, I was giving this fat fuck a 30 seconds just for like public service, but fuck him,
And then it worked. That's how he got his fiance. Actually,
Yeah.
He tried it one more time. It's got to work at some point.
244-411475.
There you go.
Boom, that's it.
Mother's maiden name, first dog's name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blood type.
Have you ever had scabies? Yes or no?
Yeah, that's my security question. Have you ever had scabies?
Well, duh.
All the time.
Oh,
Who
There
hasn't?
you go.
the internet. How about that?
Eddie's walking his dog again.
Is that a
He got
euphemism?
on the
I'm
street
going to
to
walk
get
the
off
dog
this
before I go to bed. I know that much.
Oh,
Hey.
thing.
this message furnished by the National Football League.
Yes.
I've already switched to sparkling water.
Well, you
I'm out of beer.
guys keep talking. I got to bail because I got to get up at 5:30. So
All right, Randy.
That's
you guys
early.
have a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Bye,
fun, Randy.
Randy.
I appreciate
Take
it.
care,
man.
brother. Thanks for
Later,
hanging out
Randy.
with us tonight, Randy.
Later,
We'll
fellas.
see you next time. Thank you.
See ya.
Now I feel a little sad that Randy left. Took some of the
Does
wind
Randy
out of my sail.
complete you?
There he goes. There he goes again.
It kind of reminds me at the end of Incredible Hulk, where he's
Old
walking down
Yeller?
the side of the road. Not Old Yeller. They killed him.
That's
You know
kinda
that
what I
part where
hope
we
they
killed
did.
Randy at the end? Everybody cried.
All right, let's go for a walk, boy.
Like, come on,
Take him
boy.
out back behind the shed.
I knew it,
We got
dude.
this really cool thing behind the shed to show you.
Yeah, come on over. Let me.
Hey,
I
why
want
you
to talk
bringing
to you
a
for a
gun?
minute.
Like I don't want to bring this shit down or nothing, but I did see this week, like as part of my job, I saw we had a highway patrolman like shoot and kill a guy, and I saw it like it was a fucking Netflix show. The cameras are like 4K and shit, and they had to help me like edit some stuff down. Guy goes up to the car, and the patrolman's like, "Hey," it's like, "Let me see your license." And he's like, fumbling around. The guy's like, "Well, you don't have one?" He's like, "Speak up! You gotta speak up." And the guy's like, he's mumbling some stuff, and he's like, "How much weed's in the car?" The guy kind of mumbling. He's like, "Why don't you come on and get out of the car?" And so the guy gets out of the car, and he's like kind of walking back. And as he does, he like reaches in his belt and pulls a gun out. The cop goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" He starts screaming and backs up and just pow, 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 and the dude drops. And so
And you saw that shit happen, or you saw the raw footage?
it was a raw. I had to like, okay, we can take it where, and I don't do news stuff anymore, but a lot of those guys don't know how to do some of the stuff, So I was like, where you hear the gunshot, but then it freezes, and then so you don't see the actual thing. Well, I saw the actual thing. Like, fuck, man.
Yeah, how's
And
that make you feel, man?
It's crazy. And I mean, I've seen it a lot before, but it's kind of been the first time in a while, and I've never really seen it in like 4K, where it dead ass looks like a Netflix show. But I'm like, homie just like bit it. Like he died. I mean, the cop shot and killed him. Like, boom. It was crazy, man.
Can we talk about fish sandwiches? Maybe I don't.
See,
Way
that's
Way to
what
go,
I was
Mikey.
doing. I was
Way to
I was
go.
leading into the fish
Segues,
sandwich. I wanted
baby.
to
Segues are for
bring
kids.
it down. so then I could introduce the fish sandwich topic and bring it back up.
Do you have a fish sandwich on you right now?
Boy, I wish I didn't. No, man, it's during the week. No carbs.
No carbs.
Just no.
He went straight on them wieners, man. It was just. I think he put a little mustard on it. I was impressed that the mustard actually stayed on the sauce.
Oh yeah, I'm a 20 carb a day guy usually, like during the week, and then weekend is like, you know.
just like I like last time you were talking about. I'm just gonna have a little pop off this weekend because I'm on vacay. Then next thing you know, Wednesday he's just pounding it again. And
yeah, but you know, like tonight, I was like, oh, I'm doing this set. Like, man, I'm going to get some. And I was like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're gonna drink a few beers, and that's the way it's gonna be.
Gonna eat some sausage. Gonna drink some beer.
Boom.
No Steel Reserve 40s for you tonight, Mikey?
I consider doing a 40 night. When's the last time you guys really like hork slammed a 40?
Last week,
long time.
Really? Last week,
it's got a vibe to it because I did it for Man Cave of Doom one night just for fun because I was like, this is Tuesday. I don't really drink on Tuesdays. You know, I drink on like Wednesdays and then like the weekend and shit. But you know, Greeno and this guy George are doing the like Tuesday night, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm not on a log if I'm not drinking, which is a problem. Which I'm not. I'm totally not. But like, I just kind of feel that way. So I'm like, I know, I'll just grab a 40. And I go up there, I'm like, man, they got like shit for 40s. There's like nothing up here. And I'm like, oh, Steel Reserve. That was the name of my fantasy football team. And I used to love Steel Reserve. But I guess they went from like 6.6 to like 8% or something now.
8.1, son.
Dude. So I'm sitting at like 8.140 and we're doing the show. And next thing I'm, you know, just, you know, I mean, I'm not, you know, I hold my shit together. I'm not like other people where can't alcohol. I mean, I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I drink one of those fucking Steel Reserve 40s, and I don't feel anything afterwards.
I mean, for a Tuesday, I was pretty norked after that, I have to say. But
I'm not proud of that either.
You're not proud of it.
I remember Kron typed and he said, Kron typed, he was like, you know, that's like 4,500 calories for that thing, right? I was like, that's a fair point. Fair point.
Yeah, I Googled that shit. It's like, it's about 4,000 calories for one of those 40s.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Was there a bunch of wheat in there or something? What's all the calories for?
I really do love malt liquor. I miss the days of malt liquor 40s and just like drinking a 40 with your boys and hang out and like, and then you're kind of done, you know.
I like the pony days where, you know, where you're
Pony
like a
keg.
young teenager and you're like, dude, I could drink 20 beers, man. And you really only drank like 5 actual beers when they're 6-ounce beers.
Oh, yeah.
But you feel like a badass.
I didn't drink till I was in college. I was on the straight and narrow.
My high school drink was Bull Ice 40s.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite malt liquor.
That was like 9%, I think. Back in the day.
Do you remember Crazy Horse?
Oh yeah, Crazy Horse.
Crazy Horse, and then Heffenreffers. Those.
Never seen that one. I'm supposed to say a Northeast thing.
I went between Bull Ice and
Years.
Mickey's Ice. And they still make Mickey's, but they don't make Mickey's Ice anymore.
Yeah, they make the hand grenades. I remember Mickey's from House of Pain was really into Mickey's back in the day.
Malt
The
liquor,
big
man.
mouth, right?
Yeah.
Irish malt liquor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like it was the white boy malt liquor back in the day. You know?
Yeah. Genesee Cream Ale.
You had St. Ives and you had Mickey's Ice.
Oh, remember the St. Ives special brews that had like the flavors and shit in them?
Like the raspberry and like the fucking orange and shit? No.
And they'd have the screw caps. So, like, you drink a 40 and then you drink the half of the next one, put it in the fridge for the morning.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And you'd have this awful.
It never lasted. It was always flat.
It was terrible. But the bottom third of a 40 is always terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that's all backwash.
Yeah. Oh, it's awful.
It is.
It does make me slow down because I'll take a pull and I'm like, and normally with a beer I'm like, look, and it's like gone. I'm like, oh fuck, I just killed
and you
one.
get the next one's cold, but with the 40, it starts getting warmer and warmer.
Yeah,
it's warm like halfway through.
It is. You never get to finish it before it gets piss warm.
And you pick it up, you're like, okay, is this piss or beer? I can't tell.
Right? I'm not sure.
Like the same.
The only way you know is how salty it might be.
Man, I used to hang out with this guy in college. One of my best friends of all time. His last name's Horny, like dead ass. His name's Horny, and that's what everybody calls him, Horny. Big dude. This is at UNC Chapel Hill, like Carolina, and we used to party up there all the time in college. And remember Olympia beer? It hadn't
Let's
been
go
down
drink
here
Olympia, man.
in a
Let's get
long
local.
time. Is it really? That makes sense.
Yeah, Olympia is capital of Washington State. It's just
But it was like the cheapest thing on the shelf back in the day, and it was like like a case. And I remember he's a big fat dude. He'd wake up on Saturday morning, like and he's like, get up, man, we got to go or whatever. And he would reach under the bed and grab a warm one from the night before and like sit up in bed.
Yeah.
Anybody have a Zima phase?
My old bank was a credit union, and my debit card had the Olympia logo, or the Olympia label.
Oh, that's
on it.
cool. I miss Olympia, actually.
The worst was when you're drinking all night and there's beers everywhere at like a practice space or wherever you are, someone's house, and like you put your beer down and you forget which one and you start drinking it and it's the one with the cigarette
butt. Oh yeah.
Because like a third of them would have cigarette butts in them.
Like,
Yeah, you ever drink it anyway? You like realize there's butts in it, but you still drink it.
Just filter it through your tongue.
Not on purpose, but I'd have to go search for the next. That's not mine.
John, down here in the South, we have that similar thing, but also it's a little worse. And sometimes it happens here on record night with somebody that likes the Skull products. Sometimes you pick up something and it's been Steve's spit cup. Back in the old band room days, you'd be like, just grab something and you see somebody go.
Yeah, usually it's a cup though, not a can.
Yeah. Steve will have generally a Mountain Dew bottle over here, and it's like, oh, Mountain Dew looks like Dr. Pepper today. Yeah.
That's so good.
I swallowed a bee once in a beer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably happened. I think I remember like in the soda and stuff when I was a kid.
I was trying to come up with a pun and I got nothing.
No, that didn't hit as hard as I was hoping.
Bee.
Did you get stung on the way down?
No, I guess that's why it didn't hit as hard as I hoped it would. Not as funny as I thought it would.
Twice when I was a kid, they had to get ants out of my ears.
What? They pour beer in your ear?
It crawled like way into where like beyond, and I was like, imagine that. Like right now, it makes me like fucking. And
that reminds me, my buddy actually got a moth in his ear.
Oh, jeez.
And it got stuck way in next to the drum, and he said he was going crazy for like 3 days, and he was such a stoner, his family didn't fucking believe him. He's like, dude, there's this pounding in my head. They thought he was all nuts. They finally go and they pull out this giant fucking moth out of his ear.
Wow. I was freaking out. My mom just took a broom straw, and she said, I didn't know how to do this. It wasn't some old country, like, hey, here's what you do thing. She just kind of did it on the fly. I was flailing around. She grabbed a straw off the broom and just like stuck it in my ear, and the ant like crawled right off it.
Oh shit!
It's like fucking genius,
That's
right? But
genius.
like,
I was gonna say the same thing.
I
That's
didn't,
fucking
I didn't know what
genius.
to do. What's fucked up is like 2 years later, the same fucking shit happened, and I know nobody else in my life that's had ants in their ears. It's happened to me twice.
Yeah, I never had ants in my ears, man.
But it's. I don't know if you guys are Star Trek fans, but that second one.
Yeah, that's all I think about when you said that.
That earwig thing, man. Yeah, they put it in his ear.
I don't even like looking at earwigs because I think they want to get in your.
Yep.
I think they're planning to get in there.
Botany Bay.
I thought you were going to say your mom tried to reason with it. Just come out, please. It doesn't make any sense for you.
Now
to be
you
in
look
there.
here, boy. You come on out there. Come
on out, talk to me, boy.
I ain't gonna have to tell you again. Now I'm gonna come after you.
Anybody have any bugs in any orifice in their body? Got stuck in there?
Can I keep
Not
going?
today.
Eddie, I imagine you'd be the one to answer that question, right? You're muted. I guess that means no. Here he goes. He's pulling a Mikey Bananas. I think he's doing
So
sign
I took the
language.
screwdriver
One of
and
those
I-
things meant poop, I think, when he did that.
Yeah.
He got
This is a
poop in
good
his
story.
ear.
Yeah, this is the.
I love it. I'm riveted.
Marcel.
Now you could tell it again. Something about poop, right? You went like that?
No. It was what they would do is get make a cone out of paper, stick it in your ear, and then light it, and the heat would cause a suction, and that would usually take out if you had air in your ear or a bug or something. It would suck it out.
Really? I also
Yeah.
heard that if you get a demon in you, they put an egg on your chest and put a cup over it, and then like
No, that's when you got like a fever, and that's when someone gives you the
he knows what I'm talking about.
when someone gives you the evil eye. Like,
Yeah, they give you the
they make, a, they,
Maloik
make a
thing.
they make a compliment about you, like, oh, you got nice hair or something, and they don't touch it. They give you the evil eye. So with that egg, they do a prayer, and it's supposed to ward off whatever
Right.
contaminated you. And when you crack it, it looks like an eyeball. And it's
Yeah, like if it turns red, it means the demon came out of you. It's been
This is
absorbed
the best
into the
segment
egg.
I've ever heard in my life.
You've never heard this? So other
Not
people
me.
may not know about this thing.
But what it is the thing is if you've got a fever and you're rubbing an egg all over your body, that egg is going to absorb the heat. So of course there's going to be some kind of reaction to it. But the old folklore is that you remove whatever evil spirit or whatever curse
Yeah. I knew a chick that cooked the steak doing that. In
Oh,
a
yeah?
certain area, yeah.
Between the legs.
Scrambled eggs prepared on my chest.
Couple of steak and eggs, anybody?
Steak and eggs and steak. That's what you eat for breakfast.
John's like, dude, I just got back from Pentagram, and this is even worse than that Pentagram.
No, I'm not thinking that at all. I'm just tired.
Did you get any T-shirts, John? Did you hit the
No, I
merch?
didn't.
No.
Nah, I didn't like that. I mean, they had a lot of pentagram shirts. There was none I wanted to. It was like tie-dye ones, and they were a little complicated.
I wore this in solidarity for you tonight, John.
Oh, cool. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for noticing.
Sorry. No.
It's okay.
It's been a long day.
I'm sure
It's
it
been a
has.
long week.
Fuck.
Been a long,
The life
been
of a
long 50
sausage
years.
maker.
Did somebody say sausage?
Yeah, Mike got excited. You make sausage for a living?
Oh, we got some sausages in there.
I had sausages tonight.
I've had 2 so far. I don't know if I'm done yet.
I put sausage in my pasta.
In your pocket?
Pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, in your
I had tater
pasta.
tots in my pocket.
Give me some tots.
So did Napoleon, right?
Right in the cargo pocket of my sweatpants and moon boots.
Yeah. That's how they remove the demon lint in your side pocket, is by putting hash browns in there.
We do to like the folklore stuff. My family is really superstitious. Like my mom, like to this day, like if you come in one door, that's the same door you go back out. Like you don't come in the front door and leave the back door. It's like go out the back. Come on, go. You came.
Did you ever
in
do
the
that
back.
just to irritate her?
Oh, I'd act like I was going to, but she'd get ill. There's certain little like weird old. It's like Alabama, like Southern stuff like that, where it's like, don't wash sheets on New Year's Day. Don't fuck around.
Yeah,
it's probably.
Us Mexicans had a lot of that shit also.
It's like,
Wait,
yeah,
don't
it's
wash
probably
sheets on New
bullshit,
Year's
but don't,
Day?
no. Don't
Why
tempt
can't
it.
you wash sheets on New Year's Day?
I'm wondering the same thing.
No,
Good question.
Some kind of bad luck. It's just bad luck. And we're big on like the New Year's Day meal, black-eyed peas, collard greens, and we have hog jaw. And that's like the traditionals. It's hog jaw. But other people, they're like, the fuck is wrong with you? Matter of fact, the fiance, way back in the day, she was like, I may eat it if it was called something other than hog jaw.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right.
Isn't that like right here?
Face bacon.
Yeah.
Because
My first wife's family, her extended family, they celebrated like traditional Scandinavian Christmas. So I went to their Christmas thing one year, probably like 10 years ago, and they had fucking lutefisk out.
Oh my god, dude!
that's like one of the worst things on the
And
planet.
they're grubbing on it like it's the best shit ever. And
On its best day, it
smelled
smells rancid. That's the
smelled it,
worst
and I'm
smelling
like-
shit ever.
I'm like, why would you want to eat a fish that's been soaked in lye for like however long? Like,
yeah, that's raunchy.
like try it, man. Put on a cracker with some cheese.
Now we'll say our man,
So I
our man
did, it
Ragnar
was
sent us
awful.
bitterfisker, which is like it's like dried fish, but it's like it's almost like if you left like flounder or something, like some kind of white fish. You ordered fried seafood the night before, and then you left it out on the table, and you get up the next morning, and you're like, "Fuck, let me have a piece." It's kind of like that, where it's kind of chewy, but it's real fishy and kind of cold. And everybody else here is like, it might make Steve throw up, and I'm like, I mean, I kind of like this. Just tastes like, old fish, which
Yeah, man.
I like fish.
These people were going back for seconds and thirds of this shit, and I tried one. I'm like, nope.
I have heard that's
all
one of the
food for the
nastier
rest of the
things.
day for me.
Yeah, oof.
Yeah, that lutefisk is crazy. What is that durian fruit? Anybody ever hear of that durian fruit?
That's the other thing I was going to mention.
Right in Thailand, right?
Is it Thai? I'm not sure.
It tastes really good, but you have to pinch your nose when you eat it.
Yeah, the smell is what's bad.
Pudding kind of texture, like pudding.
It smells like a corpse, but like it smells like a rotting body.
Yeah.
So you have to plug your nose, but like texture and taste wise, it's actually pretty good.
It's the kind of thing you eat when you're regaining your senses after COVID. You eat the lutefisk, you eat the durian fruit, 1,000-year egg.
That might kill your senses forever.
There's a country ham in my back room that's probably 20 years old. It's hanging up on a heavy bag.
Isn't that strange? I took a vacation to Virginia a long time ago, and I got suckered into buying one of those salted legs. They said all you got to do is soak it, and then you can eat it. But I've never had the balls to do it. I was like, I'm scared I'm going to get sick.
You get sick, you get
that
better,
shit dry
you know?
right off the fucking bone.
You get sick, you get better.
Food poisoning's pretty bad.
It is.
Oh my
I did,
God.
man.
Pretty
Over
bad,
Memorial
pretty
Day, I was a stupid play. Like one night, I had too much to drink. Imagine, and I made a bunch of like Nathan's hot dogs and like the whole spread. And I did them like Southern style. So I had chili, slaw, onions, the whole Carolina deal. Got real fucked up. Ate some stuff I shouldn't have, and drank some stuff. And I get up and I'm like, oh fuck, man! I bought this big ass thing of coleslaw. And I left it out all night. And I was like, yeah, fuck that. That was $4. I put it in the refrigerator. And I think I sent somebody a text, or I told my mom. I was like, all right, I'm about to eat some coleslaw. It's a little sussy. So just like, basically this is a paper trail for the paramedics. I'm just letting you know.
It's a suicide note.
But I dogged it out. I took it easy the first time. And then the next time I had like a full on like something with it on there. And I'm like, all right, I'm fine. It's like, man. Everybody coddles their body. This is fine. I'm fine.
I hate coleslaw.
And then what? Did you get sick?
Nah, man.
Oh, come on. You're going to end the story with not getting sick?
My point is you got to trust your body. Your body's a stallion. You just don't know it, man.
I did. I went out to we used to
Food
go.
poisoning's bad.
We used to go to the diner after all the shows were done at like 2 or 3 in the morning. There was this one diner that was open all night. No matter how fucked up we were, we ended up over there. We'd pour creamer in the coffee really slow, and it would like kind of come back up and go down and come back up, and we try to decipher the designs we saw in it.
Golden spiral.
So one time I decided to get some cheesecake, and fucking like 5-6 hours later I'm up hurling. It's like when you're glad the sink is directly across from the toilet because shit's coming out the both ends. Dude, the worst cramps ever. I mean, food poisoning is fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
Days and days of the worst.
And your head, oh man.
Oh man. So yeah, John, tell us about your food poisoning
I
experience.
got food poisoning 3 times.
What'd you eat? So was it the standard
I was
chicken or
hospitalized
something?
once.
Chinese?
I ate chicken. I ate a box of fried chicken from the supermarket. It's like Kentucky Fried Chicken, but in a box. But I think someone had it and said, like, I'm going to buy this today, and said, nah, I'll put it in the cereal aisle. So it sat there for a couple of days. And someone who worked at the store said, oh, let's go put this back in the frozen section. And then another one, I ate a thing of potato salad. And when I was done eating it, I happened to look at the date, and the date was like, I don't know, like 15 days old. And I had just bought it like from the supermarket. And I said, here it goes.
Here we go again.
But yeah, one time I was hospitalized. Like they had to put me on IV and everything.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, it was. I'm talking headache. It was like someone shooting nail guns into your head.
It's like one of those times when you don't mind shitting yourself. You're like, it's just.
Yeah, I never had.
I just shit myself. No, I don't.
Yeah, I never had that part, but I had the vomiting and the head's just buzzing.
Oh,
you can't
man.
even.
Yeah,
I
so
got food
chicken
poisoning from-
and mayo, right?
Food poisoning
Anybody
from,
else get food
Popeye's
poisoning?
Jambalaya.
Jambalaya.
The Popeye's jambalaya, that gave me food poisoning back when I lived in Vegas.
Oh no.
So never ate Popeyes again after that.
So was yours the bottom end or the top end? Where'd you get it?
It was both.
Both.
I
Yeah,
was-
same here.
I wasn't shitting
Double
myself,
deuce.
but I was in and out of the bathroom for like 4 days constantly. Like,
Yeah.
just couldn't keep anything solid down at all. So I was just drinking like those fucking like diet shakes that you get at like the drugstore for old people.
Insurers.
Yeah, I was drinking that shit for like 3 or 4 days. That was my nutrition.
Yeah.
I
It was-
called
it
to
was
check
bad,
my
man.
zip code.
I would have rather, like, honestly, I would have rather have had like pneumonia those 4 days than that food poisoning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
terrible.
the one I had, I ate a whole bunch of shrimp, and they must have been bad shrimp. And then I went to the hospital. It was so bad. I was in so much pain. I felt so awful. And then I collapsed in the hospital. They got me into, I was waiting, and finally I collapsed. And they said, "Okay, we'll take this guy." Put me in the wheelchair, and I was on IV the next, for however long.
Jesus.
Yeah,
So
that
3
was
times
awful.
you had food poisoning?
3 times.
Wow.
Once in the hospital.
Yeah. How about you, Eddie?
Yeah, I've had my share. Living next to Mexico, we used to go out on the weekends, and then when you walk out of the bars, you hit the hot dog stands. They had the mayo and ketchup sitting out there without
In the sun all day.
So yeah, my share. There's nothing like eating a Mexican hot dog when you're wasted at 4 in the morning. But it's a risky thing.
Roll of the dice.
It is. Life
Fuck
is kind
it.
of like that, right? Life is like a 1,000-year-old egg when you think about it.
And those eggs aren't even 1,000 years old. They're
They're
like,
like 60 days.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Complete
Advertise it
miscommunication.
correctly.
Yeah, I mean, that's misinformation. I mean, don't fucking lie to me.
I didn't even know puppies laid eggs. So I learned something today.
Well, it just goes to show.
Hey, Aaron. So real quick, is anything going on this weekend? Are you having a Hydra session this weekend? No.
No, I'm going out. I got a date, man.
Oh shit.
That's
Yeah,
Aaron.
that's
this
why
weekend
I'm
right
doing
there.
it tonight. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm actually going
I'm
to hang with
seeing,
somebody made of meat and blood and water.
That's crazy. Don't let us know what that's like.
I'll stream it if you want. I mean,
I'll see you.
I'd appreciate it. Thank you.
Pay to watch.
I gotta get my social life vicariously these days. So.
Right? It's most people do.
I'm seeing
I was talking about
Kraftwerk
that
on
earlier.
Saturday.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
Who?
a good show, man. I saw it a couple
Yeah,
years
it's
ago.
gonna be in 3D. I think that you're
Yeah,
getting goggles or
Oh,
something.
geez.
What are you going to
really?
see?
Kraftwerk.
The band?
Yeah.
Craft working.
You mean you're going to see a live show in 3D?
I guess
Yeah.
I don't know how it's working, but I mean, we bought tickets during the pandemic or when it was ending. So we said, I think they were like expensive tickets, but nothing was going on. We're like, just get it. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to see Kraftwerk. It's gonna be boring. And they said, oh no, it's gonna be 3D. You put goggles on, and the band's gonna.
They're already
Whatever.
3D.
Is Ronnie James Dio going to be there?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea what it's gonna be like. But
Tupac.
I said that's gonna be a good night for edibles.
I
Like you
almost,
got that.
I almost
It's a good
splurged
show, John.
on that show, but it was like $200 or something like that for a ticket.
Yeah, I want to say we paid $90 a ticket.
Yeah, John, it's worth checking it out.
Yeah,
I saw it.
That
I
sounds
never-
really good.
Yeah, I never saw them, so I just see them once.
music's good. The light
Yeah.
show that they have and everything.
Yeah,
Not
there's
all,
enough.
not all the shows 3D, mind you. There's
Yeah,
always-
and I wonder if where I'm sitting, like I'll be doing the 3D or they just give it to the floor. I don't really know, but
No, everywhere, wherever you see, you'll be able to see the 3D because it's
that's cool.
projected behind the band.
That'll be
okay.
fun.
Yeah, I have
then
enough
you-
friends that are going, so if I'm bored, I could always hit the bar.
And then you can reuse the glasses when they put out Titanic 3D again.
Dude, I was gonna say like when me and the fiance got together, her kid was like really small, and we it was like, hey, we'll go to the movies. And I was like, even though I'm a film major, I didn't go to the movies kind of guy. And it had been, I don't know, decades to go see movies in the theater and stuff. And so we go, and she's like really small. So there's all these like kids movies, and there's like the regular movie, and I'm like, oh, there's these 3D ones, and I'm like, oh, I remember 3D when I was a kid. You go get the glasses from 7-Eleven, you're watching The Fog or whatever on your local independent station. So I'm like, no, man, I'll spring for the 3D. Let's go to the 3D. And then we go to the 3D, and I put the glasses on. I'm like, say word. I'm like, this is actually really awesome. So even the most mundane like kids movie I wasn't really interested in 3D, I was like, you know, this is awesome. This is an experience. This is an experience. But yeah,
Go watch Doctor Strange in 3D.
Ooh.
Oh man. Yeah, strangely enough, my 77-year-old mom wants me to go take her to see the Doctor Strange movie.
Oh wow.
I was like, how about I get 3D? She's like, no, I'm going to throw up. You can't do that.
I got to go see Top Gun.
I was like, so it's a yes then. I'll get you.
You want to go watch a 2+ hour Navy commercial, Mikey? Is that what
is that what it is?
I mean, that's what the first one was.
Yeah.
I never
that's
saw
awesome.
the first one, so
I
I
wanted
don't
to
want
be
to
a
see
naval
part two.
aviator when I was a kid.
You wanted to fly jets?
Yeah, when people be like, "Oh, you want to be in the Air Force?" Like, no, I want to be a naval aviator. And I was like, "Okay, asshole, I just asked."
Like
him.
Val Kilmer, my hero.
Yeah.
What is he? Is he in it? Is he doing some kind of neck thing now with the pipe or something?
So he's in the new one. Apparently, all of his dialogue is dubbed by his kid.
His kid.
His kid dubs his dialogue.
I thought they'd take dialogue from The Doors when he did that movie.
He can't speak anymore.
Not
well. No.
Not well.
Yikes.
That documentary, that movie Val, is actually really fucking good. Like,
is it? I've been afraid to watch it. I don't like watching sick people.
it's kind of depressing, but like it's also kind of cool.
Oh yeah, see, it's
to
like,
see everything that he documented from the time that he started acting till now. Basically, it's
yeah.
He always had a camcorder with him all the time, everywhere.
Pretty interesting. It's kind of like anybody see that Marlon Brando documentary where he recorded a bunch of cassettes about kind of the same thing as what Val did, but I guess before it was easy to carry cameras around. Marlon Brando did it on audio cassette, and he had a bunch of he just like to talk about what he's thinking and feeling and that kind of stuff. But the documentary was really good.
I just imagine like Island of Dr. Moreau outtakes for a Marlon Brando biopic.
Yeah, and Val was in that too in that remake.
Yeah.
He freaked out on mushrooms in the end, started screaming, and he dressed up like him in the end. And
But he was hanging out with the Australian director Richard Stanley, who was supposed to direct The Island of Dr. Moreau, but he got fired. And then he snuck onto set in like the costume of one of the like animal people.
Cool.
So like when they show those animal people, the Richard Stanley's there. They just didn't know it when they were filming it.
That's hilarious.
But he was nuts. He was on all sorts of drugs, and Val was hanging out with him a lot. So they were doing hallucinogens, and Marlon Brando was being crazy. And
were they doing that for real?
Yeah.
They were really doing like mushrooms and shit? And
Yeah, all of them.
That's how Natural Born Killers was.
In the movie, Val was doing a bunch of that shit.
The cast was a bunch of midgets and freaks and whatnot, and they were all having that when they weren't shooting. They were having all these mad orgies with ecstasy, cocaine, pot. They were partying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nutty movie.
Yeah.
Reminds me of middle school.
Nothing like
Fucked
ass
up
banging a
midgets.
hyena lady, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know where to go from here, honestly.
Yeah, where do you go from the Island of Dr. Moreau?
I should
don't
probably
know.
jump off. I gotta
Bed.
I gotta get up and make television in the morning.
I bought a movie. I'm gonna watch a fucking movie I just bought later on. I don't know where I put it though.
Hey, you West Coasters are lucky. Fuck.
Yeah, what time? I got.
Yeah, what's it like 3 hours earlier there? It's like fucking 1 o'clock here.
9:45.
Oh shit! It's like almost 1 here.
I have a book rack right in front of me, and I could see the Island of Dr. Moreau.
I was just watching the
That clam show.
Like an old.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Ah, the book. Nice.
Yeah,
this is
wow.
Old Pulp Fiction.
Now, was that movie only done twice? Because I only remember the one from like the 70s, and then the Val Kilmer one.
There's
I only-
movies based
Is there-
on the book, but it was called something else, like The Island of Lost Souls in the 30s with Bela Lugosi.
Oh yeah.
So there was that
Oh, that's
one,
right.
and there. Excuse me.
I said, oh, that's right, that Bela Lugosi
Yeah.
one.
And then
I forgot about
there was one in the 70s, which the guy Richard Chamberlain who did the makeup for Planet of the Apes. That was his next big project, The Island of Dr. Moreau, with Carrera, I think was her name, hot chick. and then of course the one with Marlon Brando. So there's been at least 3.
Brando was just so gross in that movie, man. Like,
He was, man. I heard he had people wearing while he was doing Godfather. I heard the people across from him he was doing dialogue with. I heard they had to wear his lines like on their chest because he just refused to fucking memorize any lines.
Yeah, that was like Apocalypse Now. I think he just said whatever he felt like saying. You know?
Was it? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Like we paid all this money to Brando. He just showed up and said what he wanted.
Just say what you want. It worked.
That's like fucking any movie with Oliver Reed.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Burnt Offerings.
Oh God, that guy's great, man.
Oliver
We
Reed was
can't pay
great.
you in money, but we do have alcohol. Well, how much? Because I'm going to need all of it.
So he died on like the set, not on the set, but he died while he was making Gladiator.
Yeah.
He went out on a bender one night and just fucking died because he drank too much.
Well, I rewatched Gladiator not too long ago, and you can just tell he's hammered every time he's on screen.
There's some good footage of him. Like some guy goes to his house to interview him in England, like a nerdy journalist type guy, and he just berates this guy. And then there's the footage of him and Shelley Winters on a late night talk show.
I think it was Dick Cavett. Might have
Was
been
it
the
Dick Cavett?
He was on
Where
Dick
she
Cavett.
poured the booze on his head, and it was he's like women. He's talking about women, and she's getting really mad. And he took her drink of water, and he said, like, "You're boozing it, lady." Like, it was really funny.
That may have been that's either Dick Cavett or Carson. I remember that clip. That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I don't think it was Carson because he would have kept control of it. It was something where like he was going out there and she was not having it. It was great. Brilliant.
Can you imagine him and Brando hanging together? Just a couple badasses that are just essentially telling everybody to fuck off, you know?
My favorite talk show clip is the Crispin Glover nearly karate kicking David Letterman in the face.
Yeah. That shit's fucking crazy.
What the fuck, dude?
He was a maniac.
I loved him back then.
Oh yeah.
Crispin's amazing, dude. Like his personal movies that he makes are fucking nuts. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
that was late. I remember his 80s stuff. Like he was in that movie Twister. Did you ever see that? With Harry Dean Stanton. I think it was before. It was like an 80s one with Harry Dean Stanton.
Oh, I love Harry Dean
Stanton. Oh no.
It's like a real like indie movie, but before indie movies were hip.
There it is. Aaron's talking about the on the set of Gladiator when he died. Drank 8 pints of lager, a dozen shots of rum, half a bottle of whiskey, and some Hennessy to polish it off, and then died. You know that Burnt Offerings. That was an okay movie. What I found out later on was that's actually the house that they used in Phantasm.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, one of the Hellraisers was shot just right up the street from me. Like Hellraiser 3.
Which one?
I think 3.
3.
The third one?
Yeah.
With the CD
guy.
guy.
It's the last good one. And it's like only kind of good.
Yeah. Interesting.
The first two are rad.
Yeah, and you guys remember the Richard Pryor movie Critical Condition?
Of course.
Yeah, that's the hospital that I was born in.
I don't know that.
That's the High Point.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar. I can't picture that movie.
It was low budget Richard Pryor film in '85 or something, but that was the actual hospital I was born in.
Right around when the toy came out.
Yeah, not too. Oh, I love that movie. I got it on DVD right over there.
He didn't love it.
Yeah,
he did not love that shit.
I went through a period as a kid where I tried to watch all those old Pryor flicks, and if they had Gene Wilder with Pryor, even better.
What a dynamic duo!
Okay.
They did make a good team.
Those were big movies when we were kids. You know, they were current.
Yeah. Definitely.
I memorized some Pryor bits like when I was in early elementary school, and then I came in and started spouting off a lot of the stuff that he was saying. That did not go over very well in the school. The teachers were like, "We don't talk like that," and they like grabbing me by the, and I'm like, I was literally just memorizing bits, and I didn't really know what I was saying. I just knew but I had like the proper timing and everything down, and like the kids were like, "What'd he say?" Like, yeah, it was bad. They
So,
called my
Mikey,
parents,
Aaron's
so-
asking you to tell the Michael Winslow story. What did you
Oh,
some kind of sound effect story you got?
this is a funny story. So back when the band was playing pretty regular, one of the guys, he was like our, he liked to say he was our manager, but he wasn't. I don't know if you guys have ever run into those kind of guys around the band.
Yeah.
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 But he ran the door for us. He ran merch and stuff like that for us when we needed him to. Nice guy. He helped us out, whatever. But he worked at a comedy club here local, and while he was in town, he also was a DJ at like a community radio station. It's kind of like a college station, and he had a show, and he got I think that was after. Never mind. Anyhow, he's working at this comedy club. And Michael Winslow from Police Academies, the guy that makes all the mouth sounds and stuff. And when the show was over, he comes up to our friend Darren and was like, "Hey man, do you know where I can get some weed?" And he was like, "I know this guy. Like he lives down the road or whatever." And was a singer in our band. And so it's like 2:30 in the morning or whatever. Chibo won't answer the phone, whatever. So he drives all the way down to his house, some busted ass car, to Chibo's trailer, and goes up and knocks on the door. Chibo comes to the door. He's wearing boxer shorts. He was like, "Hey," it's like, "Darren, what the fuck are you doing here, man? You fucking idiot." And he's like, "Hey man, Michael Winslow wants to buy some weed." Chibo's standing. He goes, "From Police Academy?" and from behind him, he goes, "Hello." And he's like, "Well, fuck, man, come on in." And so he ends up like sitting down on the couch with this other dude and Michael Winslow from Police Academy, and they like do some bong loads and hang out and tell stories. And he tells them we're in this band, we're trying to make it, we're doing all the right things or whatever. And then we're like, "Hey, you should cut us a promo before you leave." And so we got him to record this thing where he says the opposite. He's like, "Hey, I come into town to watch the Five L's play, and while I'm here, I do comedy at the Funny Bone." So he made it sound like he came to watch us or whatever, but and they played it on like the community station for a long time. It's like, yeah, Michael Winslow, friend of ours.
Nice.
It's like Strawberry. Don't look at his face.
Oh, I wasn't looking at his face, man.
I wonder if he did the whole baby thing. Like, he asks you if you want some Coke. He's got like the Coke can, and he does the baby screaming sound and all. Shut up!
Yeah. Holy Lord.
Well, I don't know. This feels like a good spot to fucking leave and go to sleep.
I gotta skip along.
I think we had a good run. I hope it stays up. I'm not sure, but I'll do what I can do if I got to do a little editing or anything. But thanks for everybody hanging out on the panel tonight. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, it was a blast.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. And I think this is a good run.
Yeah.
We pushed it a bit, with the merging of the two kind of sets together. But it is what it is, man. I think we had a good run. There was some killer sets by you guys. So I want to thank Mikey for hanging out. He belayed his Wednesday stream tonight. And I appreciate you coming over and helping us out. John was having his fun at the show. And thanks, John, for hanging out tonight. And
yeah, my pleasure. Wish I could have been here.
And no, don't worry about it. You go out and have some fun in real life, man. Nobody's going
to. Yeah, I mean, I don't wish instead, but you know what I mean.
Like, yeah, he wishes he was here instead of going to that show. Yeah. I got what you're saying, brother. Thank you.
100%.
Thanks, Eddie, for coming by, hanging out tonight, and then I'm drawing a blank.
Eric, man, come on.
Eric, I'm sorry, Eric. Forgive me. Your name's different than what it is in the chat.
I know.
I remember when you changed your name to High Def, and it took me a long time to.
Oh yeah, can you change it back to that? Then I'd remember.
So,
I'm sorry.
No. So you left a comment on my video, and for some reason I thought it was Tom High Rant District. And I'm writing to Tom, like who's this Tom guy?
Tom's in the right time zone. He's just not the right guy.
No. But thank you, Eric, for coming by. I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
And Saturday, I got shit going on, so I'm not going to be hanging out Saturday. But I will do a live stream of this, any kind of bedroom sessions or anything that goes on, just to keep you guys in the loop. That's just how much I care about you. And
that's got to go behind a paywall. I mean, come on.
Any type of showering in the morning, I'll make sure to put a cam in the shower so you can see us getting a shower.
There you go. Turn your life into the Truman Show.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what people want to see is me shaving my balls on Saturday morning.
I think we're all about 37% there right now.
I'm like 48 right now.
Fans only. For fans only.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not this Saturday, but yeah, not even the next Saturday. That'll be Ryan's time again, and I want to thank everybody for hanging out, supporting us. I'm pretty much lit right now, so thanks again for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed the show. Let me focus for a second. Thanks to everybody that hangs out at our show and supports us. We really appreciate it. John, myself, Randy, the standards, but Mikey, thank you again for coming and spending your Wednesday time with us. Eric, thank you again. Eddie, thank you again. Aaron Griffin's in the crowd. He's saying goodbye. Zepp saying goodbye. Miss You saying goodbye. Dog's in the house. He's saying goodbye. And everybody else that's come over and supported us from day one, we really appreciate it. We'll see you in a couple weeks. And until then, anybody wants to hang out backstage for a second, that'd be fine. But otherwise, we'll see you all in a couple weeks. So take care, everybody.